Right. We are discussing as to why most aspirants fail at DLR. I mean, they don't do well in DLR or they find DLR difficult. Okay, and they ignore these six traps. So let's try to discuss the six traps and see how to overcome that. Patrick scored 100% and six times. Scored a cat in DLR section has scored seven times 100%. Right? So DLR, I mean, you are fairly comfortable with DLR sections and know how to crack. So, what is challenges that we discuss? One is, and these are the problems that people do face. One is lack of pattern familiarity. I mean, people don't understand patterns. People just keep on solving, and the pattern is not formed. You need to learn patterns and force yourself to learn pattern. Enable to start set. You have a set, but you don't know where to start from, and starting becomes important. People waste a lot of time over here. Next, unable to identify difficult level of sets. I mean, there is a set, but we don't know what the difficulty level is. So, not representing the data properly. I mean, the key to cracking the DLR sets in the CAT is to make the set proper, the pattern has to be proper, the format has to be proper. And once you represent data properly, it becomes easy to solve it. Practice and strategy. These are the areas that we discussed today. So let's look at each of them. First is lack of pattern familiarity. I mean, there are ways to solve sets. For example, if I have a matrix-based set, I know what format to be solved and how to get the answer. Same if I have a ring beam based set, I know how to form the table and how to get the answer. So different type of sets have different formats. A lot of people don't focus on format; they keep on solving it. So familiarity, the pattern is not there. So normally, actual exam CAT, you normally have two or more templates, so two or more different type of questions that get combined, and then you get a new set. We feel it's a new set. It's not a new set. It's a combination of two or three existing type of sets which are there. So if you know those templates, you should be able to form a new template for the new sums. So if a single template is given, student can solve it because they're familiar. If I give you matrix based sum, you can solve it. But if I give matrix with something else, then it becomes confusing. So they get confused when multiple templates are there. So how do we what is the solution? Form templates to solve different kinds. So whenever you solve, you come across a new type of sum, form a template. I mean, this is the format to be followed. Note it down in the book. Make a book to write templates. So over a period of time, as and when you go through this template, you become familiar with it and you know what template can be used to what type of sums. The table form, the whatever form, etc. Do. So try to find patterns in different and identify which type of question is which pattern. Second, you can't start a set. I mean, we have a set, a lot of data, but you don't know where to start. Okay. So here, DLR, you require initial decoding because the full set which is there. And if you can decode the starting, it becomes easy to solve. Right start will give you a right this one. Otherwise, a lot of people start wrong and then they waste a lot of time, and then it's so students struggle to deal with uncertainty because and they end up wasting a lot of time. Okay, usually the pattern to start. I mean, the key is look at the patterns again. For example, you normally start when there's a lot of data given to you of a particular type. So I have a variable A and a lot of data given on A. I'll focus on A. Or you take up extreme values and solve either a highest value or a lowest value and start from there. That gives you also some idea how to solve. So look at those. I mean, like different patterns of how to start different set. Make a separate list of what are different ways to start a set, and that will help you. Okay. Look at how to start and write it in a book. That's important. Make a note so that you can go back to it again and revise it. Unable to identify difficult level of sets. Very important. A lot of people waste a lot of time just to find out difficult level. And if you get stuck in a difficult set, you end up wasting like 15, 20, 25 minutes on one set and you may not even get the answer. So ability to understand which set is easy, which set is tough is important because there will always be one easy set in the exam and there will be always one difficult set in the exam. Rest will be somewhere in between. So you need to be able to identify difficult set, leave it, easy set, solve, and then tackle the remaining. So that means before you start any set, the key is to be able to spend 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes on each set to find out what's the difficult level of the set. Okay. After you finish solving, go back and check whether whatever you predicted earlier was right or not. Your prognosis was right or not. So you start 1-2 minute, decide, mark it as E, M or L, easy, medium or tough. And then after the set is finished, then go back and check whether whatever you marked was right or wrong. If not, why? Not representing data form. There are particular ways to represent data, and that's extremely important in CAT level sums. So many aspirants are unable to structure information in a clear table. So whatever data is given in tabular format, you need to form a proper table and interpret it. And if you don't form a proper table, it will lead to confusion, right? So solution is note down the different ways of representing data. I mean, I was just solving a CAT 25 sum and I realized that if I represent the data one way or the other and represent the data in table format, two different ways. I mean, table I could solve immediately, I could understand and get the answer. But when I put it one below the other, it was confusing. So how you represent data makes a lot of difference in you getting the answer quickly, right? So again, note down in the book the different formats for different type of questions. It helps. Lack of practice. DLR normally improves the practice. It's like chess. When you keep on playing chess, the formats are formed. The more you play chess, the more patterns are formed in your mind, the better you become, right? So try to form that format. That will happen when you keep on solving more and more DLR sets. So ensure that every day you spend some time on solving DLR sets. That will help you to form formats and that will help you to solve more questions. Strategy important. I mean, a good strategy in the exam makes a lot of difference in the examination. Okay, if you're clueless, it becomes bad. So without a proper strategy, you'll be clueless. You'll end up wasting a lot of time. So have a proper strategy when you're looking at the examination. It reduces stress also. Lesser stress, you'll be able to think better, and you'll be able to do. Strategy could be how much time you take to leave a set, or which type of set you'll solve first. If you get stuck, what will you decide? So try and formulate strategy for different kinds of papers. If it's a tough paper, what will be a strategy? If it's an easy paper, what will be a strategy? So have strategy in different cases, strategy in how to solve, how to leave a set, etc. All that is important. And if you have a good strategy in place, the stress levels in the exam reduces and you'll be able to solve better. Right? You can practice DLR sets. Maybe you can look at a YouTube channel, Patrick Andre. You can look at Road 200 series, which will release later for practice for DLR sets. You can look at solutions for past CAT papers, which are released on a YouTube channel, right? It will help you pick up. Or any DLR sets. You can go to past papers, you can go to the mock papers, pick up questions and try to solve and form pattern, right? Start today. Please subscribe to the channel. It will help you basically with regards to your preparation. We'll come up with a lot of videos that will help you as such. Okay, we have been training students for more than 25 years, so fairly comfortable with the exam, training for CAT and other entrance exam. Interested, do contact us.